Hey everyone, it is Mr. Montgomery again with a new math video, and I think you're going to get this one pretty quick. So let's do a little review about a little something we learned called doubles facts. Now, real quick, what is a doubles fact? Well, it's when we added the same number, right, to itself. So an example could be 3 plus 3. What does that equal? Well, it's 6. And we added the number 3 twice to get 6. That's our doubles fact, right? Let's put another one up, and I want you to see if you can tell if this is a doubles fact or not. I think you're going to get it really quick, though. Okay, what if we have 2 plus 4? Is that a doubles fact? Nope, because 2 and 4 are not the same number, so that's a big old no. That is not a doubles fact. So what we're going to do today is just take what we already know, which is doubles facts, right? Doubles facts were super easy, really fun, and we're just going to learn how to make subtraction sentences with our doubles facts. So let me erase this, and then we'll get started. Okay, so now I'm just going to jump right into it. I'm not going to waste any more time. And in this box, I'm going to draw out a certain number. So I'm going to draw out the doubles facts for us and make sure we're plugging them into the right spots. Okay, so let's start with the nice easy one. Okay, how many counters or circles are in this first box? Just one. So we'll go ahead and write 1 on the first line. Next, how many counters are in the second box? 1 again. So is this a doubles fact? Yes, it is, because we had the same number twice. And of course, you already know 1 plus 1 equals what? 2, right? 1 plus 1 equals 2. But how can we make this doubles fact into a subtraction sentence? Super easy. We already know that when we add, we need to use a part plus a part, and that equals a whole number. The whole number is the big number, right? So when we subtract, what do? Do we start with a part or a whole? We start with a whole, so we're just going to take this number and put it right over here in this box. So first, we put the whole number in the box, which is 2. That is our first space. So first we put the whole number minus what? Minus the part. So we'll take, that's the same number, so it doesn't matter which one we take, right? Because it's the same number. So now we made the subtraction sentence 2 minus 1. And what does 2 minus 1 equal? Well, 2 minus 1, I'm sure you're already thinking, equals 1. Now, do you notice anything special about this first addition sentence and this subtraction sentence right here? I'm really hoping that they look very, very similar to you, because all we did was write the whole sentence backwards, right? So first we start with 1 plus 1 equals 2, and then if you turn the whole sentence around, it's 2 minus 1 equals 1. So we just took the same exact numbers, and we put the big number first, minus a smaller number, equals the other small number. It's the same sentence, but we just wrote it backwards. And we have to make sure that when you do that, there is a minus sign, a subtraction sign, that it's not a plus. We have to really make sure we keep an eye out for that. Okay, let's jump over to number 2. Okay, I drew different number of counters. And I'm sure you're thinking, but Mr. Montgomery, you just drew ghost faces. No, it kind of looks like ghost faces. But I drew 3 circles in this first one, right? So what number is going to go on our first part? Let's see. We look at this box here. 1, 2, 3. So we had 3 counters, so we write the number 3. Easy enough. Next, let's look at our next line. So it's going to be 3 plus, well, we need to look at these counters again. 1, 2, 3. 3 plus 3 equals what? 6. And is this a doubles fact? Yes, it is, because we use the same number twice. 3 plus 3 equals 6. Now, what do we do to make this into a subtraction sentence using the same numbers? Well, again, are we going to use the small part or the big whole number to start off our subtraction sentence? We use this big whole number. So take this 6, we're going to write it over here to start off our subtraction sentence. So 6 minus what? Well, what are we going to write next? Well, we need a part. Does it matter which one we take? Absolutely not, because they're the same number. So 6 minus 3 equals, I'm sure you're already saying it, is 3, right? So 3 plus 3 is 6, and 6 minus 3 is 3. We just took the same numbers, the same number sentence, and we just flipped it around, and we added, or not added, we switched the addition sign with the subtraction sign. That's all we do. You change the sign, and you write the whole number sentence backwards. That's all it is. It doesn't matter how big the number is that you're using. So let's go to number 3, and we'll use a really big number this time. Okay, so now I have a new set of counters in our 2 boxes up here. And I'm actually going to give everyone a second, and in this first addition sentence part, count the counters and put them in the right places. I'll give you a second to go ahead and do that. All right, I think that was probably enough time to count these real quick and then write them on the lines. Let's see how many counters I drew in this first box. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, and 7. So first line we have 7. 7 plus what? Well, let's count. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, and 7 again. So is this a doubles fact? It sure is. And what is 7 plus 7? Well, 7 plus 7 is 14. Remember, when we have doubles facts, it's always going to add in an even number. And an even number is something like 2, 6, 4. So 14 ends in a 4. That's an even number. And we're going to talk about that a little bit every day when we do math calendar. So now what do we do to make this into a subtraction sentence? Well, I'll give you a quick second to do this one on your own. All right, I think that might be enough time. So there's just Two easy steps, right? Well, three. And all we gotta do first is think about what is the whole number in our addition sentence. Well, it's this big one at the end here. So we're just gonna plop that guy, the number 14, over in this box. And now 14, oh wait, do we have a subtraction sign? We sure do. Because if we didn't have a subtraction sign, then this would not make sense. So we do have our subtraction sign. So 14 minus what? Which part are we going to use? Well, it doesn't matter because they're the same number. So let's just pick one. So 7. And 14 minus 7 is 7. So you guys, this is super easy. It's the same thing, just written backwards with the big number first. And we have to make sure we always have this subtraction sign. If this is an addition sign, well then 14 plus 7 does not equal 7. It will not make sense and people are going to think we're crazy. Okay, so go ahead and open up to the next page. Alright, I'll give you a second to open up to that page. Alright, everyone should be at it. And let's just walk through this first one real quick, because they already kind of did it for us. So 2 plus 2, is that a doubles fact? It sure is. So 2 plus 2 is 4. We already know that, because that's an easy one. Now what did they do for the subtraction sentence? Well, they just took this 4, since that's the total, and they put it first, right? And then they made sure that they had a subtraction sign. And then, so 4 minus a part, 2, equals 2. The same number sentence, just written backwards with a subtraction sign. Super simple. So go ahead, I'm going to give you guys a minute to do number 2 all on your own. All right. I think that should have been enough time because they did most of the work for us. We didn't even have to write these number sentences. We just have to write the answers. So 5 plus 5 equals what? 10. That's an easy one. And now all they did for us, well, normally if we had to write everything ourselves, we would take this total, put it first, make sure we have an addition sign. I mean, not addition, subtraction. Oops. So 10 minus 5 equals what? Well, 10 minus 5 equals 5. Because we have the whole number minus a part, which is 5, equals the other part, which is also 5, because it's a doubles fact. Now, number 3 looks different. It might look a little scary, but it's the exact same thing. There's nothing different except for how it's written. So we'll kind of do this one together, and then you'll do number 4 all on your own. So 6, so let's just read it. 6 plus 6 is, well, maybe you actually learned a little trick that I was trying not to say anything about, but they already put the total number up here, right? So that we already know the answer. So 6 plus 6 is 12. And now, so this total number is up here. 12 minus 6, which is a part, equals the other part. And what's the other part? Well, it's the same number. It's 6. That's easy. All right, go ahead and do number 4 all on your own, and then I'll go through it with you. Okay, that should be enough time. So we have 4 plus 4 equals, well, 4 plus 4 equals 8. And then we would normally take this total number, put it up over here, because that goes first. So 8 minus 4 equals what? Well, it equals the other part, which is the same number, right? Because there's two of the same parts since they're doubles facts. So 8 minus 4 equals 4. So if you look over here, see that the one part is right there, and the other part is down here as the answer. Same exact number sentence, just backwards, and they gave us a subtraction sign instead of an addition sign. So go ahead and do the next page all on your own, and when you're done, you can go ahead and put it on my desk, and I'll have an extra worksheet for you guys to practice your skills. If you have any questions, you can come sit with me and the other students on the carpet if we're still there, and I will talk to you all soon.